Hi, this is Summer Todd. We're having a show tonight called Creepy Christmas Happenings for the winter solstice, first day of winter today. So we're going to tell some things, share some experiences that have happened with us, and you feel free to call in with anything that's happened to you. First, I'm going to kick off with Austin telling a story about something we did Christmas Eve with Alexis. We had a little bit too much to drink, and it's I know you shouldn't do stuff like that because it's kind of like using the board. So I didn't feel really good about that. But like I said, it's Christmas, and we didn't think anything was going to happen. So I'll let Austin kick off with that. So Austin Todd, my son, you can start in if you'd like.
Okay. So we have been reading about how Alexa says creepy things and about how it supposedly talks to dead people and plays songs that like deceased loved ones would have liked to have heard and stuff. So it was that Christmas Eve we decided to test it. So we asked it to play a song that my deceased cousin Sam would have liked and that my deceased father would have liked, and my wife's son, he asked it to play a song that his recently deceased friend would have liked, and then it proceeded to play. The first song it played was a Lyle Lovett song, which was really off the wall for Alexa to just play randomly, but it was off of. Not only was Lyle Lovett an artist my dad loved, but it was also off the one album he had by Lyle Lovett when I was a kid. So that was really weird. And then it played a Pink Floyd song, which my dad was pretty into Pink Floyd too, but mainly that was a big thing me and Sam shared. And then it played a song that was a favorite of Kevin's friend. I forget what the song was. And then it played another song, but we didn't know what that was. But that turned out that was a song that my sister had on an album that Dad had bought for her for Christmas years ago too, later on. So it was like it played songs that my dad and Sam and this deceased friend of my wife's son would have liked. And it was really weird. It freaked us all out pretty bad.
Yeah, and I know somebody suggested this, and it is true. They said to me, well, if you buy stuff from Amazon and you have Alexa, because it's through Amazon, it can see what music that you've ordered and stuff. But I don't believe it could have tied anything to those people, and I hadn't ordered anything. I think I did order that Lyle Lovett album, but not from Amazon. I think I got it from somebody else. So I don't see how it tied in all those people. So that was really freaky. It was really scary, and we were like it kind of sobered us up a little bit because we were like, oh, maybe we should have done that. I don't know. Everybody was kind of just
Yeah, that was freaky.
Yeah. So that was our freakiest Christmas happenings, I believe. Yeah, and the strange thing about the one with my daughter, because I was telling her about it. She had been here earlier, I believe, and she left, and but anyway, I told her about it, and she was like, "Mom, don't you remember that album that he bought me?" I was like, "No, because it's been a few years ago." And she said, "Yeah, that was that song that we liked together or something." And I was like, "Wow." So tied her in kind of something that would have made sure she knew about it too. So I feel like it was her dad maybe reaching out to everyone. It was strange. Yeah, and I don't know. Sometimes maybe if you're on Christmas break and stuff, maybe you're just a little more relaxed. You'll have things happen. I know one night I was watching TV and I fell asleep and on a love seat, and it was by the wall, and something hit my arm and just woke me up. It's like something punched me, and so I was like, oh my gosh. And I wake up, and we had cats at the time, so I thought, well, maybe it's my cat. But then I'm like, well, if it was my cat, he would have to bounce off the wall because he wasn't even around anyway. And he couldn't have done that because it was in a corner and like a kitten, he didn't do stuff like that. It was like somebody literally woke me up and hit me. So it's like, what the heck? So that was another scary thing. But I remember it was on Christmas break. And so, yeah. But
Is your cat in there now? So I am.
no, he's outside because Gerald's here and he makes him sneeze. He's been running around outside.
That was Gerald sneezing.
No,
It sounded like a cat meowing.
no, that's weird. Was it Roger?
Oh, is that Rogers?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a cat meowing outside your door or something,
Yeah,
Roger?
that's probably my cat. He annoys the hell out of me when it comes to like sitting down and do streaming on the computer because I'm on here so long that he goes to the door and bitches at me.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Also, that was your cat.
yeah. I
You
forgot.
can't see me, right? You can't see me, or I'd show you Wilbur. He's laying with me right now.
So you guys were drunk when that happened though, right?
Well, we weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't real drunk, but we'd all had a little because it was Christmas Eve.
Oh, trust me, I could
Yeah.
almost bet you were drunk.
No, well, but
We were.
I wasn't falling down drunk. I was
Well,
we were cold.
that's still. I mean, you don't have to be falling
We
down
were-
drunk.
No, we were just like happy drunk, just having a good time drunk. But I did warn Austin when he said that we were going to do it. I said I don't think that's a good idea. I think maybe his wife did, April. She did too. But then we're like, oh, nothing got happened. Anyway.
I didn't really believe it would. I didn't really believe it would do that. So.
Yeah, because we were sitting around playing cards, like you do on a holiday. You do something. You have been playing games or something, and we were like kind of getting bored. I think we were playing cards, weren't we, Austin? And we word, and we're like, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna do something real stupid.
Well, it was just like the other day. Jaffe mentioned something too, and a lot of people in 12-step programs bring this up about alcohol is considered a spirit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that could actually be a part of it too, because you guys had introduced.
That's funny.
You guys introduced alcohol into your system, and then you did a seance. Is that what you did, or a Ouija
Not really.
board?
Kind of.
Well, I guess you might say that, but you ask Alexa stuff. Like people ask her. Like if you ask her, like there's one question you ask her, and she has a weird answer to it. And some people just play around with her. I don't think it's a good idea, but yeah. I mean, we did ask her stuff that we probably shouldn't have asked her.
About demons?
Yeah. I mean, it's considered playing with a board, I would say, if you're a priest or something.
Now it's interesting.
But what?
He had a moment. Give him a second. He moves around really, really fast.
Just talking to Mom about that last night. About how I think
Sit still, bud.
I was talking to Mom last night about how I'm not moving.
Okay, so something's going on with your audio. It's every time you start talking, it cuts in and out.
Yeah, try it again.
Because this is going to be good. We got to hear all of it. You can't.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, try it again.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Can you hear us?
No, I was gonna. That's funny. You should mention alcohol being a spirit because Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah, you're just cutting out when you said alcohol being a spirit.
Okay. So I was gonna say it's funny you should mention alcohol being a spirit because last night I was telling Mom I think
He's cutting out real bad.
He's sitting over in the corner. He's afraid that his wife's gonna.
Okay.
You're afraid of your wife, aren't you?
I don't think is she there?
No,
There, hey, stay where you were.
no, she went.
That right there is perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
perfect.
Huh?
Wherever you're at right now is perfect.
I didn't even move. I had my phone hooked up to a sound link.
That's what.
Maybe that was what it
That's
was.
what it was.
Right now. So go on. What were you talking? You said about that. You were talking about last night.
Oh, last night I was telling Mom about how a lot of modern rehabilitation therapies have it all wrong, and that they don't realize that addiction's actually a spiritual illness at its root, and the substances that's being abused are living, breathing things that are fueling the said spiritual illness.
Mm-hmm. Well, see,
You know,
that's the misconception that a lot of people who haven't been in those programs don't understand. Like, especially this time of year, you're going to hear a lot of people talking about alcohol and spirits, and how like these spirits influence people. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, they really are into a lot of the spiritual aspects. And I'm not just talking about the holding hands and doing the serenity prayer and stuff like that. I mean, they believe in a lot of the stuff that, well, you've heard me on Jaffe's show and with you guys and stuff, you know. I mean, this is everyday conversation around 12-step programs.
Really?
Yeah, they really do believe in this stuff. They're worse than I am, believe it or not. If they can be, if there is such a thing.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting too.
And,
Yeah.
and it's like an issue that a lot of people don't like to talk about, which is sex, okay? And they believe that sex is also the same way when it comes to addictions and also like bad spiritual juju and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people who have eating disorders, same thing.
Yeah.
It's all
Battery
spiritual.
40%. Connected to Nokia C2US.
Oh man, he turned on the Nokia.
What is that?
The Nokia.
Who did? The cat did, or
Austin. Austin did.
Austin. What?
Yeah, he's
How did
playing
he
with
do
the
that?
devil. I heard it.
How? Yeah. That wasn't me, was it?
No, that was Austin.
You know, it's odd that you say that about people with eating disorders because my sister had some demonic stuff happen in this place she lived in, and I'm relatively sure she had an eating disorder, and she had a lot of issues. And the house she lived in, there was all kinds of odd things going on. So I always wondered about that,
Well,
but I didn't think it had anything to do, like, with that in particular.
yeah, there's a lot of people who do believe in that stuff, and I personally think that Alexa just kicked your son off the stream because she didn't like what he had to say.
She does some odd things, and
Okay.
my or he doesn't like her at all. So, and actually, I shouldn't say that because tonight she'll probably scare him or something. So, but
Are
I'll
you
just turn.
are you there, Austin?
Yeah.
He's gotten muted out, I believe.
Yeah, he needs to get back in, right? Um,
See, that's the thing about technology. I don't like too much of it. Some of it is good, okay, but
yeah,
but they're like this phone thing for one thing. People are just buying into it like it's a real big deal, and it's not. It's actually
the iPhones and stuff.